Hi, my name is James Schmelzer, photographer from Detroit, Michigan. And what I'm going to show you on this video is how I took this portrait with no extra studio lighting at all. Just my Lumix G9 and my 42.5 Nectatron lens. So let's go outside and I'm going to show you what it takes to do beautiful studio portrait lighting with no extra equipment. We're out here in the morning, and obviously there's some bright sun coming in and it's bouncing off this building. So as a photographer, there's sometimes when you really don't need any equipment if you just kind of look at where the sun is and how to hide the sun and maybe use some windows or a wall to bounce the light. Okay, now over here we have the bright sun hitting my face. So what I'm gonna do is use some palm trees and back into the shade. Now that I've got the shade, I need to see where is the light bouncing off the windows. Okay, so now you can see that we do have the sun bouncing off those windows up there. So that's an instant reflector for us as photographers out here. I'm in the shade because we blocked the sun, and now watch as I dictate to the model where to stand, how far from the background, what lens I'm using, how to get some great images with just natural light bouncing off a few buildings. Now that I'm in the shade, we're gonna put the model here. The problem with it is I can't see my shadow. So that means the lighting up there is not full length. I got a little bit of light down here in the ground, but not her whole body. Watch as I back up. Now, see how my head's missing? That means the model's only gonna be lit from here. So the best thing I can tell you is wait till you see the model's full shadow from the light being in the right spot. Turn the model's face into the light and you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so you can see right now that there's blotchy light all over her. You can make this work if you just find some shade to put them in, but don't put them under a tree when the sun's up and blotchy marks get over them. Make sure that tree is basically the bark of the tree that's blocking the sun so it's not blotchy. So what we have to do now is get her in the right spot. So let's just look at this ground over here. We can tell right now if the lighting is right over in here. So now, if you could come over here into the shade. Now, on the building, do you see some sun coming in?
A little bit.
Not enough though, because down there in the ground is not her full body of her shadow. So girlfriend, can you look down there until you see your whole shadow? Yep, now come this way till your head starts to show up in the shadow. So you're probably right here.
Yep.
See that? Now, if you train the model to always watch the light because the sun's gonna be moving in your background throughout the day. So as we start shooting, that's gonna shift a little bit. Now, my job as a photographer is to watch the palm trees that they don't grow out of their head. Remember, you do not chase the model. You put them in the right spot, you get down low, get rid of the ground, so there's not all ground in your photograph, and then you look to put her head in wherever there's a spot back there that the trees aren't growing out of her head. Now let's take a look at some of the photographs. In our first image, we can see that the lighting is blotchy from the sun coming through the leaves. The second photograph here, we can see that we've backed the model up into the shade, but the lighting is very flat with no direction. In the third photograph, now we have the sunlight bouncing off the windows, and look how beautiful the natural light can be if you just look at your environment and find the spot, control the lighting with no strobes. I hope you enjoyed watching this short little video. I have a lot more out there to bring to you on this channel. So like and subscribe for more in the future.